Today, we're talking about soap. So if you're a guy, odds are you never heard of today's company. But if you were to ask a girl in your life, your girlfriend, your sister, or anyone, I can guarantee you that she's heard of this company and that most likely she's going to be raving about it with positive reviews. And I mean, if you're a girl looking to invest in your first stock, hey, this might be the company for you. But also, don't listen to me because I am not a financial advisor and everything that we talk about in my videos is not financial advice. Anyways, we're not really talking about soap today, but what we will be talking about today is the most raved about and #1 sold hair product at Sephora. Today, we're talking about Olaplex. Olaplex first came on my radar when I was looking through Google Trends last week. I was just looking at like trending stocks. I type in stocks and I kind of look through there, and Olaplex was like the most talked about. And by the way, guys, Google Trends is like the coolest online tool. Next time you're bored, just go mess with it. And hey, maybe it'll get you on the wave of a stock early enough to reap some serious gains. But anyways, that's how I came across Olaplex. And then when I started doing some research on it, I realized that the reviews are through the roof and the name is just spreading like wildfire. And honestly, I feel like the CEO might actually have a really solid plan to grow this company. So let's discuss all that as well as what makes Olaplex's patented shampoo so loved by all women. Just like all great products, Olaplex was started inside of a garage in California back in 2014. And since then, they have grown exponentially to include millions of fans worldwide. And the brand can be found in over 100 different countries. They're one of the largest independent hair care brands in the world, and they hold over 100 worldwide patents. The real breadwinner for Olaplex really comes down to their science-backed single molecule, which I won't even begin to try to pronunciate. But what you need to know is that this ingredient has allowed for hair professionals to reach new heights in hair care. On average, 90% of Olaplex consumers think that the products actually make their hair healthier. And on top of that, 76% of stylists believe that Olaplex is the best. But what exactly is it that these products are doing so well? Well, really, Olaplex is able to offer the complete hair repair kit, which is capable of providing immediate results for all hair types. Meaning, no matter if you have curly or straight hair, blonde or brunette hair, your hair wasn't just healthier after using Olaplex, it took on a completely different level of quality. The way it works is it repairs the hair from the inside out. The bonds give the hair its structure and strength, leaving users with healthy, beautiful, shiny, and touchable hair. But what's really great about Olaplex is it's capable of repairing all types of hair damage. Anything from sunlight and UV exposure down to cold weather conditions. Olaplex is also capable of treating brushing, pulling, and tugging hair, as well as color treatment and chemical treatments such as perms or bleaching. And Olaplex is able to repair damage from curling irons, blow dryers, and flat irons. So pretty much everything. Now, a lot of the stats that we're given are from Olaplex. Like literally word for word in the reports, they quote that we believe approximately. So like literally this is Olaplex who believes. But like for example here they said, we believe approximately 91% of US women do something every single day to damage their hair. So the product works and it's obviously necessary, but how is the company selling it? Well, really, the way I see it, professional hairstylists word of mouth as well as social media has been Olaplex's best friend. Olaplex has over 2.1 million followers on Instagram, and on top of that, girls are reposting and raving about the product non-stop. I'm not joking, I've seen a few girls post about Olaplex giveaways in just the last couple days. Essentially, the company has about 3 outlets of selling. The first being professional salons, then you have prestigious retailers, and third, you have direct-to-consumer e-commerce channels. So both the products sold by hairstylists for at-home use, as well as the products like used by the hairstylist, comprised of 55% of Olaplex's 2020 net sales. And I mean, this checks out. Literally, when I asked my sister like what she thought about Olaplex, the first thing she told me was, "Oh, it's a brand that all hairstylists recommend you buy." The professional channel essentially serves as the foundation for Olaplex. They act as the validation to the quality of the products and influence their consumers' purchasing decisions. So basically, the hairstylist uses it on the girls. The girl is able to feel instant gratification and see instant change in their hair, which makes them want to then buy products for them to use at home. Which I mean is pretty genius. And Olaplex is now trying to push it even harder by rolling out an affiliate program which enables the hairstylist to generate income by selling Olaplex products for at-home use. So for all you girls that are watching this, if your hairstylist is telling you to buy Olaplex, odds are she's making money on it. The next outlet of selling that Olaplex has established is in their specialty retail. So basically stores like Nordstrom's and Sephora. Which I mean, Nordstrom's selling a shampoo is definitely kind of unique. So if Nordstrom's approving the sales of this product, it must be somewhat high end. Then the third and final sales outlet for Olaplex comes from their direct-to-consumer channel, selling on things such as Olaplex.com and through third-party e-commerce sites like Amazon. This aspect grew 260% from 2019 to 2020, and it represented 27% of their 2020 total net sales, also making it the top brand across Amazon's hair care. So Olaplex is loved, it's selling, we now know how they're selling it, but are they making money? What do the numbers show? How do the financials check out? Well, off the bat, Olaplex is a new stock, but since IPOing on October 1st, it's up about 25%, putting it at a near $20 billion valuation with an insanely high price to sales. Now, this extremely steep valuation could also be why we're seeing some insider selling. But then again, there has to be a reason that your typical retail investor is willing to pay so much for this stock. Well, this could be because some of the company's financials. Olaplex had 82% adjusted gross margins in 2020, and they saw 90% net sales growth from 2019 to 2020. But even though the company saw net sales go up, they also saw net income decrease 36% from 2019 to 2020, which this could be because of some of the acquisitions they've made. But I mean, if you have a better explanation, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Among those numbers, Olaplex is sitting on a 7.5% interest expense rate, meaning they're paying 7.5% interest, which is relatively high. But the company's also sitting on a quick ratio that's above 1, which typically means that the business is healthy and can pay its liabilities off. Now, as for some numbers for the sector as a whole, overall in 2020, the hair care market was sized at $77 billion globally, and it's expected to grow at a compound annual rate of 6% from 2020 to 2025. Which, I mean, this is definitely a positive for Olaplex because it's in a growing industry. And Olaplex states that they believe to be well positioned to expand into the $633 billion beauty and personal care category, as well as the $140 billion global category of skincare. Olaplex believes that they have created a strong enough brand name that people will be willing to buy any products that they release. Okay, so that's a pretty massive industry. So who's the competition within this industry? Well, when watching Dumb Money's video on Olaplex, they mentioned the brand K18 as a competition, and when I looked it up, K18 does seem to be growing traction, but I think the quality that's attached with the Olaplex name is definitely going to be hard to beat. Apart from that, According to Euromonitor, the top 3 hair care companies globally, by retail sales that is, have lost over 430 basis points of market share since 2015, meaning the top companies of the past are slowly starting to make less. This dynamic has created a significant opportunity for Olaplex to gain market share, and this is most likely being caused by the increasing focus on hair health. And I mean, with everybody starting to go out again, I'm sure girls are going to begin focusing on making their hair look its best. Really, the way I see it is every girl I've asked about Olaplex absolutely loves the product. I mean, the only real negative I see for it is its high price tag. So really, it's starting to look like Olaplex is like the Lululemon of hair care. And I mean, in my eyes, that's definitely a good thing. By the way, if you haven't yet, be sure to check out my breakdown on Lululemon. That company is another one that might be overlooked, but it's definitely on the rise. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below. Okay, so now time for the last part of this video. I'm going to talk about some fun facts and some things that interested me. Personally, I think that the number system is genius marketing. Like, the way they have their products set up is number 1, number 2, number 3, etc. And then they sell different kits and have different combos for different purposes and uses. Now, don't ask me to tell you what each of them do. I'll provide this picture that Olaplex breaks down their products with. But I just feel like the way it's marketed and the way they have it set up would make anybody want to collect all of them. And well, this kind of checks out as well. Olaplex believes that consumers who purchase at least one of their products, on average, have bought over 3.5 other products from them in the last 12 months. Well, to wrap up this video and to give my final thoughts, I honestly believe that Olaplex will end up being the first stock that a lot of millennial and Gen Z girls will decide to buy when they finally choose to get invested. And I mean, just like Pinterest got overlooked because a lot of guys didn't understand its popularity, I think that Olaplex may be falling victim to this exact same thing. When you're doing your own research on Olaplex, I simply want you to text 3 girls that are in your life and ask for their thoughts. I can almost assure you that you're gonna get positive feedback. But does this mean I'm buying? Well, not necessarily. And honestly, it doesn't matter if I do, because I am not a financial advisor and everything we talked about today is not financial advice. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and always remember, the time is now.